Motorola is on a roll. As we talked about in the previous video, at CES, Lenovo, aka Motorola's parent company, has announced a lot of Motorola products. One of those products being the Signature series. This is an entirely new series by Motorola, and from the looks of it, it looks like it's going to compete with more of the premium flagship devices like the S series, the Pixel 10 series of the world, and even the iPhone series, the Oneplus, and all of that. Now, there is a potential chance that this is going to be still called the Edge series in the United States. It's not been confirmed yet, but hypothetically, we're looking at potentially the Edge 70 Ultra in the States. Although I really hope Motorola just makes it the Signature series because it sounds way better and it gets the point across way easier. So Motorola, don't be dumb. Let's make a new series and get this across. Now, one thing to point out is we are not 100% sure if this device is coming to the States. It potentially may not. However, if it does, this is going to be, in my opinion, very beneficial to Motorola. Just because this is a direct competitor to the OnePlus 15. This is a direct competitor to the S25s and or upcoming S26 series. Direct competitor to Pixel. I know the US market is very fierce, but I feel like there is a demographic of people who want something like this that is going to give you the specs and processing speeds of a Samsung that's not a Pixel with a Tensor chip, while still also having the latest and greatest version of Android. And to go upon that, this is the first time we've seen this from Motorola. They are doing 7 years of software support on this device. So this immediately shoots them up to top 3 in all of Android for longest software support policy, matching the likes of Samsung as well as Google. So this is a huge shift and something that I don't think anyone was expecting, just because it's Motorola. They've never been really quick to the software scene, and they've always been a little delayed on top of their software updates. But this is definitely a shift in the right direction, and I also think that it's going to kind of raise the confidence of people choosing Motorola going forward if this happens to be the case. Now, going into specs, let's just go ahead and talk about that real quick, right? It's a 6.8-inch OLED display that has starting at 256 gigabytes, which is expected at this price point. It's going to have 12 gigabytes of RAM, matching the Samsungs of the world, but not so much on the Pixel series. They're a little bit higher. A 5200 milliamp power battery with 90 watts of fast charging. So immediately going right at the neck of OnePlus. That's kind of like their whole deal, right? And also going back at OnePlus, 165 hertz. We don't know if this is going to be turned on as a feature that's by default on everything, or if it's going to be for gaming. But even if it is just for gaming, that already directly targets OnePlus with their 165 hertz. So that's pretty funny. We're not going to see anything like that from Samsung or Google. So that's really a little bit of a pro if you do typically game on your devices. Snapdragon 8 Gen 5, just like the OnePlus, and potentially the future Samsungs, still faster than what the Pixel offers in terms of raw processing speeds. And then lastly, a triple 50 megapixel camera array, just like their Razr Fold. It's going to be like pretty much the same camera setup, which is already going to be great. It's just going to really come down to what sensors they're using and how well tuned it is in the post processing. Motorola's never been the, top of the photo roars, but I mean, if they're changing a lot of stuff, this might be the time to get a Motorola. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said, it may not be coming to the US, and I think maybe it's going to be a soft launch. Maybe they are going to test this out in South America, where they do have a little bit more of a standing. Maybe they are going to test this out more internationally, and I think if it does well, I think we may see this Signature series come into the United States. Obviously, the United States is a very tough market to break into, but Motorola's been doing its thing for quite a while. And like I said, I do believe there is a market of people who will buy this device. This market of people are pretty much the exact same market of people that typically buy OnePlus devices. aka myself. And with OnePlus kind of being controlled a little too harshly with Oppo when they kind of combined their software division, I think this might be a little bit more of a taste of a true Android experience and not so much of an iOS clone, while also giving you the latest and greatest specs. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. Would you buy this device if it does come into the States? Or if you're outside of the States, are you going to buy this device? How does this make you feel? Where do you think this places itself in the market? I think this is only beneficial. The Razr have gotten Motorola very popular, and I think they're finally kind of showing their prowess in terms of the Signature series, in terms of the Razr Fold series. Obviously, last year we had the Razr Ultra series, which was a huge step up from their existing Razr series as well. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video. If you did find this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.